Hey everyone, this is the Persian Prince with another Victoria 2 Let's Play episode as Brazil. And actually, I realized that I made a mistake. So, one thing you need to do if you play in the New World is become an HM's government. Not an HM's government, but rather a democracy. Because it gives you greatly increased immigrant interaction. I can't remember exactly what the exact bonus is. But I know it's like pretty big. So like we are not a democracy, we're actually an HM's government. That's what we have. So that is a huge issue because we're not gonna get as many immigrants, so like our potential is much lower now. Theoretically speaking, we could fix it with Jacobins, I think. I think it's Jacobins, yeah, but like that would screw over our reforms, and giving in to rebels is like not a good way of keeping your nation stable, and we'd be like losing more troops and yada yada yada. So I mean more pops. So like it's not a good way of doing things, but like if we wanted to do it, we would have done it. Like we should have done it in the beginning, basically. But now it's a little bit too late, so whatever, you know. We're gonna go along as HM's government, even though that really screwed over our capacity as Brazil now. So yeah, that's pretty darn sad, but anyway, let's keep on going. But yeah, we are not doing so good on money now, and Nepal is offering us peace, which I will of course decline. Now, of course, there are some issues here. These ones are reactionaries. Over here you see the Brazilian reactionaries. There's quite a lot of them, which is very annoying to deal with. Because these guys will push back reforms, so that's not what we want to do. Like, what we would want to do, though, is, like, get Jacobin rebels. So, yeah, we might still be able to force Jacobins, but to do that, we'd have to push back the reforms, which is not a good thing, so... Anyway. Now I can keep pushing the school system, because school system is pretty darn good. And actually, we don't need to fight the disease. Yes, sadly, we have to fight the disease. Wait, what? Yes, of course, we are bankrupt, which is really bad, but hey. %, max the spending here, max taxes, there we go. So yeah, now we're bankrupt, which like kills our prestige and stuff, but I'm not gonna, you know. Like, Jesus, we get, like, the worst timings. Okay, so we have these liberals, but, you know, we want these guys in power. But yeah, that kind of hurt us because of the prestige. Because, like, we lost so much money and more reforms, so we have now maxed out our education. And I'm not gonna do this again. 75%, so soon enough we'll have enough to like push through all the reforms very quickly. So I want to get the healthcare one next because that is the biggest, the best one. Alright, so we are now at getting no immigrants because, you know, we're pretty awful. Actually, yeah. It's amazing. Oh, we just got the pop growth, which is great. But now we want to go for healthcare, because healthcare is really freaking good. Of course. Okay, so now I'm gonna keep this one here. Because we are actually... Yeah, because if you keep this one here, basically the AI isn't gonna send you more peace offers. Okay, reactionaries. Now reactionaries, this is really bad that they already... came up, but we're gonna be able to defeat them, which is, or not. Okay. I guess not then. And yeah, we just got this, so we need to go for Malthusian thought and stuff. Actually, we cannot pay our guys here. Okay, this is really bad. There's just 3k though, so maybe we can eventually beat them. No, actually, the reactionaries are gonna beat us, which is really freaking bad. Yep, and we got stack wiped. Alright. This is really bad. But if we mobilize... Cheers. No. On freaking mobilize, mobilize. Alright, so we have defeated them where they needed to be defeated. Whew. It's good that we actually killed them, because if we didn't, we'd be in a world of trouble. Okay, so we did finish that technology, which means we should go positivism, and biologism is going to be great soon. So there you go. Okay, so we did not beat them, or yeah, we did not beat them there, which is of course a shame. Great! More annoying stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna take care of those guys. Again, Rio de Janeiro is gonna be where we have things going. And now I have more reforms, so fix up the healthcare as we should. And of course, we're gonna demobilize, and of course, we still have rebel factions, which is annoying. Super, super, super annoying, you know. Right, budget-wise, it's still not looking good. Okay, why are we... Oh, of course, we're spending max, but we have, like, no troops, so that's not a big deal. Alright, friendly society. Shut them down, really? State-controlled what? Which one is that again? Huh? Political reform selected. State what? Oh, trade unions. I'm sorry, but that's not the good thing. Actually, we shouldn't have let them continue to exist, because now we cannot push reforms as quickly, but there we go. Maxed out the healthcare, which is like really, 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 really good. Of course, we have, we're in debt. It's really, really bad. It's really, really, really bad, and we have plenty of unemployed craftsmen right now, which makes things pretty darn bad, you know. We've still got to push all the reforms, and really, we must. We've got like 7 of those, like, come on. Functionalism is gonna be quite helpful now, though. We want more education, like a lot more. And now the next thing we want to go for, though, is probably, well, the safety regulations are nice, so I think we're gonna go for those, definitely. However, we can push the social reform desire, so yeah, I want to push the social reform desire further, because that's important. Now let's look at immigrants, because we're still getting 88. We're actually getting more than USA, surprisingly, even though we're just a democracy, or just an HM's government, and the US is like a democracy, so it's pretty darn amazing, all things considered, but yeah, it still kind of sucks, really. Alright, so we got more reforms possible. Again, we want to do the safety regulations next, because that makes people not want so much stuff. If they don't want so much stuff, then it's gonna make them happy. But now the rebels here... Oh, there's... Patriots. Okay, we're Patriots. There you go, Patriots, then. See, this is really bad, because some of them are willing to join. Okay, pluralism, whatever. We should have gone moralism, though, and yeah, our plurality isn't really increasing that much, so what can I say? Try to keep an open mind. Fine, okay, so more reforms. Push the limited safety regulations, as we should. Now have this party, but really we want this one. As usual. Now the people want pluralism. What? Pluralism already? That's amazing. How many want it? Low subsidies, really? Alright, so we gotta start pushing the subsidies next, I guess. Yeah. No, actually, there's plenty of people that want safety regulations. Or is there? Alright, so let's go with acceptable safety regulations. So we're gonna keep pumping those out. Search high? Search high. No, search low, yeah. That's what we're gonna go for, but yeah, okay, we got multiplurality, we got functionalism, and now we can go for what is called biologism, which is gonna give us Darwinism, which is amazing. 50% education, extra education efficiency. Come on, guys. What? Why does this concern me? Wait, what? Excellent safety regulations? Yes, have that selected. There we go. So we got like a free reform. Very nice. But now we got more reforms. So we could probably go for, well, factory throughput. I don't know, guys. Censored press. Well, we kind of want pensions and stuff. Or unemployment subsidies. Yeah. Or the hour work days. Well, that does really decrease the factory throughput, but makes people happier, I guess. So why not? We don't really have any factories anyway, so it doesn't really affect us. There we go. Now, immigrant-wise, we're still getting quite a good number, actually. So there's that. It's actually quite funny because only me and USA get any immigrants. In fact, sometimes I even get more immigrants than the USA. Which is amazing. Because we're not even a democracy, and in vanilla, democracy gives huge boosts. The reason why I didn't go for it is because I forgot. Because like sometimes I play multiplayer, and guys I play multiplayer with use a mod, which gives like which removes the immigration bonus from being a democracy. So there's that, but which I like that it removes that, because really it doesn't really make sense per se. Maybe some people don't want to migrate to one like that, you know. I don't know. And this makes nations like Brazil not get so many immigrants as they necessarily would be, but like again, since you're a player, you can influence this quite a bit, so we are getting a decent amount of immigrants compared to the US. I mean, we're the only two nations in the whole world getting any immigrants whatsoever. And so we're getting better work days and stuff. And now these guys here, Brazilian reactionaries, still being annoying. Still being annoying. So we're still gonna be able to push out so many social reforms. 8-hour workday, definitely gonna happen here. Gotta wait, there we go. And now we gotta wait until like August to pass another reform. And I'm not sure which one next. Minimum wages? Maybe. Maybe. Could be a good one. Yeah, the amount of immigrants that we get, like USA is really not there. If we were a democracy, we'd get so much more. But yeah, USA is probably gonna, well, definitely gonna catch up to us for sure, so. Trinket minimum wage. Yeah, let's do minimum wages now, whatever. Reactionaries still exist and our money is still bad, but we don't care. Okay, we just got biologism, so now the next thing we want to go for. Well, this is alright, I guess, but nationalism and imperialism is always a good option, and we actually messed things up here because we shouldn't have encouraged clergymen all this time here. We really should have done it in other places as well, where maybe they don't have as many clergymen, like there and there. So there we go. Now we should be getting more literacy in those regions. And now, hopefully, when is it? 1853, which date? In March, so very, very soonish. We'll be able to pass more reforms, so maybe we can max out the social reforms, would be nice. There we go. Pass the low minimum wage. So we're gonna max these social reforms. Then we're gonna wanna max the... I'm not sure. But yeah, maxing out all the social reforms, I guess it's definitely gonna happen. Yeah, let's get some more prestige, because prestige is pretty low for us. Very, very low for us. Alright, so the elections are still starting, but yeah, we are... Wait, what? Uruguay is getting... What? Is Uruguay getting so many? That's insane. Oh, but now they're gonna have reactionaries, so... Oh, because they're a democracy, that's why they're getting so much. Yeah, like the whole small nation of Uruguay was like getting stuff. Alright, so they have... Oh, right, we have more reforms possible, so go for acceptable minimum wage. Now, we do want to kill Uruguay, but they're allied with Bolivia and Paraguay. Now, Paraguay isn't a big deal, but, you know. Now, with Bolivia is potentially a big issue. Well, are they, though? Are they, though? Okay, so these guys have 1 brigade. These guys have 1 brigade. These guys have 2 brigades. So it's like 4 brigades, which is like actually not as much as we do. So let's go push for pluralism, whatever. Alright, so now we got more stuff, but we got way too many reactionaries now, though. So there's that. Right, 1854 April. Come on. Come on. 1854 April, guys. Right, so we just pushed the good minimum wage, so we got max that. Ooh, we just got so many reactionaries right now, it's insane. Ooh, we finally got the education efficiency, which is now gonna be so good. Gonna get so much literacy now. But yeah, we maxed out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 social reform lines, which has given us quite a lot of immigrants, actually. 8, 12, 16, 20% extra immigrant attraction because of all those social reforms. Wow. Especially like the school system and healthcare and stuff. That helps out a lot in other ways. But yeah, immigration isn't... Yeah, USA is again catching up to us, even though we have like all those social reforms, just because they're a democracy. Now what happened in Uruguay? Well, they're still doing stuff, but now, like I said, we want to keep pushing. Well, subsidies is the next thing, right? So I'm gonna push that. Then I want to push the low subsidies or whatever. Okay, so we just got nationalism and imperialism, so now we can start going for more stuff like steel isn't too important, mechanical production, no practical steam, not really. Freedom of trade, however, might be something that would be useful for us. So there we go. Get freedom of trade because that would be improving mining, farming, and other stuff. Mission to civilize. Okay. Okay. Okay, bust the unions. Whoa, what? Whoa, what? Trade unions? No. Alright, there we go. That sounds about right. So now politics, we can push for more reforms. Wow, we're gonna max out the reforms very, very soon. In January, yeah. It's gonna be huge, the amount of reforms that we'll have. Okay, so just got luxury clothes. Now again, we need some kind of money. Oh, farming output here is really good. So we kind of should beeline for this one. Because farming is nice. Okay, so Uruguay is now no longer going to get anything. Because they're now reactionary. Not because they're reactionary, but they're like a dictatorship. So good luck getting any immigrants. So there we go. 0 immigrants to Uruguay just because they're no longer a democracy. So, can you believe that? Okay, so now we can push more reforms, go for extended subsidies. There you go. But anyway, that's enough for now. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on social media. I'll see you next time.